Hello. Make sure everything is working. Sound is on. We're trying a new microphone today. Hopefully it sounds okay. Let's bring the lighting up. Okay. Hello. Today, the plan is to work on my app. And for everyone new joining the stream, today, basically for the past 3 years I've been working on this app, made a lot of mistakes, thought I wanted to be a content creator, that I wanted to do every single thing that I wanted to do, so many different things, exercise, write, a blog, just so many different directions the way things I've been doing, traveling, doing so many, trying to just, the main thing in my life that needs to get done is this app. I've had a lot of distractions because I've been overthinking and been trying this out for the past 2 weeks where I've just been streaming and just chatting and going through the motions. Not really going through the motions, but more chatting with people and just working on stuff at the same time. I have a very specific process of doing this work, which is like doing 25-minute sessions of work, because always I'll procrastinate and not get stuff done. But hold on. See, I'm getting distracted right here too. Just talking and I see something in my peripheral vision and I get super distracted. Yo, what's up, Duck? Sup, Pedro? So today, if anybody's joining, we're gonna get some productivity done. I've been really excited actually because of the momentum. Last week we fixed a bunch of features in my app that were not working. Let's add this right here. So right now I have like a bunch of files from my travels, a lot of different files that are showing up here, and I want to make sure that they safely land in my app, into my computer. But there's a lot of random issues that we have to deal with right now, because basically I realized that if the file exists in the database, like these files, they get processed right away when the app is hello? Oh my goodness, I can't believe my computer mic that's so annoying. One sec, let me try to get wow, I never anticipated this. Doc, how's learning JavaScript going right now? I cannot get this to work. this showing up? Uh-oh. My computer like simultaneously is exploding right now. How do I fix this? Oh, I think I'm gonna. Oh, here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was kind of crazy. Oh, it's still not showing up. Too many things open. Oh no, I completely. I don't even know if the sound is working. Is the sound working? Can anybody let me know? I can't believe that just turned off completely. Okay, thanks. I'm sorry about this. OBS is having like an issue. It's not popping up any of the other screens to add a new camera or something. Um, like for coding or just like in general? I I've never used it, but I have used it. I used it when I was trying it on my PC, but I don't really get it because it's really hard to use. Like I use Mac for everything. I pretty much am really mostly used to it. I think Mac is the best for coding, but it's pretty much it should be the same. Okay, I think I need to stop the stream, and then I'll restart it because there's something going on with OBS and I need to restart it. So I'll be right back. Hello? Oh, is the stream back on? Let me see. I need to check. I need to bring up YouTube on my phone to see if it's still working. Oh, jeez. I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Okay. Yep. The stream is back. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's restart the stream. My bad. Tap my face. Bam. Okay. All right. So, as I was saying before, I was really interrupted by technical difficulties. Today, what we're going to be working on is getting the files from my app, from my SD card, onto my computer. So this is will be a really good test to get everything working. I really wrote down what I wanted to do this today. So on today's stream, what I wanted to do obviously is just to make a small step. I'm going to stream until 5 p.m. PST or maybe 5:30 PST, 5 to 5:30 PST.
We were able to make significant progress last week because I was actually able to get the statuses working. I got this rescan button working. See, it's scanning right now. It's going through all that stuff, and then I realized there's a big issue with files because files they actually they're created at different dates. Like when you have a file. When you have a file here, it's created on the 26th. When you move it over, it actually creates the file at the time that you move the file over. So if I copy this file over here, this is created at, oh, well the date added is this. It's still created at the same time, but the problem with that is that this file actually doesn't show any of the data, but this file was actually created on like I took the picture because there's two separate sets of stuff. There's the first set of the file being created actually, which should be the same time when the file is taken. Like if I take a picture, then it'll be created at the exact time. But when you move it over, a lot of the metadata changes. But sometimes the file, you copy it or something will be dealt with it, and it actually won't be created at the right time anymore, and it could be offset. So they create this other data called EXIF data, EXIF data. That is metadata that doesn't change at all and will always be like true. So if I like brought this into like, if I brought this file, actually, so this file, I'm moving the file. But if I copy it over, yeah, it's the same. No, just kidding, stupid. But when you move the file into like like your Photos app, you see this says it's imported on April 3rd, but when you get the info of when it was created, it was actually January 3rd, 2024. That's when I actually took this video or a picture or whatever, but then the file says it's created on March 26, 2025, which is completely wrong. So to handle this issue where the date created is going to be offset, I have basically added this new library that is going to read the data from the file, but it makes it really, really slow. So when you index basically we added this initialization phase where when it scans all of the files in this source folder, it needs to iterate through each file and then read that data and then store that into the database. So I basically created a virtual file system that takes into account the actual correct time when the files were created. So all of these dates are now correct for these new files that are like created here. But the issue coming with this situation or reading this new metadata is the metadata makes it really, really slow, and it's really typical to have like 10 to hundreds of gigabytes on your camera after you've taken videos and stuff. So I don't want the user to see like this really this really slow phase. So I want to have like a visualization where when this is being initialized, it will show a progress bar. So the progress bar is what I want to work on today. And then if we have more time at the end of the stream, I want to work on filtering out the files. But now we need to move towards using the database as the source of truth, because before I was having a mix of client-side logic, which is like on top what you see. I have like a bunch of like logic to keep it in sync, but then also the database on the back end that actually is the files that I've like parsed in. So there's like a lot of like weird things going on there, but we can figure it out one step at a time. Yeah, but maybe I should start streaming on Windows because it's much more stable than trying to stream on my MacBook. But okay, today we're gonna get some good productivity in, and it's gonna be good and fine. So what I want to work on today is session 1. Let's make this a lot bigger. Session 1, intention. And I'll put on some music in the background. Make sure the sound is working. Yup. The music is good. Results. Copy this. I'm going to turn off some stuff. This Get Baller app is really cooking. I think I can kill perplexity too. Oh, I see. Okie dokie. Plan. So today what I want to do for the first set of things is I plan out the rest of the work needed to get the data loading, get the volume initializing state working. We'll need to take a look at file initialization, the file processing, we can pass back data to the clients. Wow, this is so slow. I think having this app open just makes my computer slow. Okay. And let's see if we can pass back a progress to the client side. All right. Okay, let's get started with this session. Control pomodoro. Let's start 25 minutes. So I'm gonna spend this time to figure out what we can get going. Okay. We'll need to take a look. Also, if anybody wants to work right now too, let's lock in your I don't know why I'm all capsing all of this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, counting it up, baby. One step at a time. Yeah, today I had a call for that job. It looks like I'm just gonna go back to work, but it's chill. It'll be very good because I can not worry about money when I'm working. And I can just focus on doing all this stuff. So hopefully having a job will allow me to, just keep going and not give up. I don't want to say like I got too busy and then stopped working on my stuff. I gotta be taking it, like, I gotta keep going, Like, I don't want to be making excuses for not doing the stuff I want to do. Like, I've literally made excuses for freaking 3 years working on this app. And I'm learning so much, and it's not like it's a waste of time because I actually use this app every day still. But, getting this done is something that is going to be like, it's like if you say you're gonna do a lot of stuff and you don't end up doing it, it's like breaking little promises to yourself. And I think I just had like a couple years of breaking promises to myself over and over again, so it's been difficult. And here I have, well, I'm gonna plan to keep on streaming working on this. Yeah, like I literally was thinking that the other day. During cross country, when you end up at a street light and then you stop, it's so much freaking harder to keep going again. So I'd rather just keep going. But it's easy to just say like, fuck, I'm burnt out, like I don't want to do this shit and just give up, So you always have to keep moving. But that also is like toxic productivity, so you never know what's the right answer. But just take it one step at a time and don't stress too much about whether it's your left or right foot. Just do it. So what I need to do here is somewhere here I need to pass, so in file events, this code right here. Inside of file events, we need to create, let's see, 3 different states, at least 3 different states. It's for the volume when it is initialized. What's AOE for? A. We need to create at least, so if 1, there's going to be a idle state, and then there's going to be an initializing state, and then there's going to be done. Okay, at least those 3 will need to be created. So for all of these states, we need to create a event to let the client know what is going on. And then for the initializing, we have to pass in an event that a file was processed, finished process to uptick processed. Files processed. So actually here we need to first, but it might be better to like begin initializing file processed, file successfully processed. So once a file is processed, Then I need to, this beginning initializing, pass how many files are going to need to be processed. Uptick the counter that file was successfully processed. And then we're also going to need to create a button that allows us to reinitialize in case there is any issues. With process files, this, I might need to pass in some, potentially need to pass in a reinitialize flag in use runtime systems process files function. This will wipe the data current volumes database files and then reinitialize them. So yeah, my current code doesn't work for this use case. Current code isn't working for this, so I'll need to add a check here. So what I did was I deleted the deletion earlier where once we process the files, I delete all the files, but I'll actually have to add that back in if that exists. So that should be straightforward. That's so annoying. I already added all this. Okay. Age of Empires 4. It's a game, right? Slow. Okay. Then if I think that would be covering this amount of work that I want to do for this. As long as the user can see that it's initializing and that it's working. What do you do in Age of Empires 4? Oh, no, this game's kind of old. 2021. I'm gonna read my code for this. Oh, like the French Revolution type shit? We need to process the files. It's okay though. Sometimes you definitely need to take a break, but just not for too long. Playing video games is chill. I think it's like my philosophy nowadays with like doom scrolling and wasting your time playing video games and shit is like you can do it, but you just have to do the thing that you need to do also. Like if you know what you have to do, you should just be doing as much of that as possible and it's chill because like as long as you're doing a lot of that, then you can play games as much as you want. Because like as long as I stream and code this stuff today, then I'm chilling. I'm gonna play Genshin Impact later. I'm gonna play Wuthering Waves. I don't care. Like as long as I got this work done, and it's just making that small step towards that thing, and not having a day where I didn't do shit about it. It's chill. I don't need to stress about it. I just need to do more of the stuff that I need to do, and not do less of the stuff that I'm like enjoy, like or like just waste time or whatever. Because if I do less of that stuff that I enjoy, then I'm just gonna find other shit to like waste my time on rather than doing the thing that I need to do. So some days, yeah, you just don't do anything and it's chill. But then if you don't do anything for a long fucking time, then it's gonna make you have like a mental breakdown and like not feel good about yourself. So that's where I'm at usually, not feeling good about myself. But you know, hopefully, you know, just through doing this, I feel better about myself. Not hopefully, I do feel better about myself. Transfer profile. So, what? I'm pretty sure this is like already in a good state to get this working for it as a source of truth. This could have been an interesting thing where I'm handling what things are mounted. I manually keep track of what's mounted on the system using this like complicated logic. It could be useful to refactor this. Like let me write this down. Maybe really nice to refactor my mounting logic to just toggle on and off inside of the database as opposed to handling all of this on the client side. Dude, I should have done this in the beginning. Oh, okay. That's like just sounds so much smarter than what we're doing all this complicated code. Like I don't need to figure out what's mounted and what's not mounted when I can just query the database and use that as a source of truth. Okay. That's good to know that I didn't need to do that or whatever, but this could simplify this a lot and I could break up this file system, but we will do everything one step at a time and not feel bad about what I did in the past, because I now learned that this is better. So, oh, we got to the end of the music, so I'm talking more. Alright, we will plan to do, this is done, so feel good. Look at that, and then this one we can just move down. This is session 2. So what I want to do is get this all set up in the next session. This could be nice as well. Okay. If I could get that all done, I'd be a beast. I think after that, if it's possible, I would love to look into refactoring the mounting logic, but this is not blocking for the MVP to work. I think once this is good, then I can test it out today. And not delete any files, obviously. But it could be really clean. I could get all the pictures and stuff off of my camera today. Yeah, 8 minutes left. Hope everybody's feeling good. I'm chilling, taking it easy. When does this get called? Interesting. In the file watcher, it could just trigger yeah, this could have been, this can be simplified a lot. I can look into that later, but it's not necessary. I need to focus on getting the core functionality out, which is importing the files. You know what? I think I'm gonna get started and just work on this a little bit. Set file TS. I'm gonna add the delete back so that I can redo it every time, recheck it every time, recheck the initialization. Let's apply that, see if that works. Yep, that is chill with me. Thank you. Thank you, ChatGPT. So like I said before, I'm gonna add some events here. So type, let's see, what did I write here? So we're gonna add this, first we're gonna add this initializing. Begin initializing file. Volume initialization. And then this is like files, process, a number. I'll just give a number of the files. Then like maybe I could do like how big it is. That could be useful. I don't know how big it is. size. Files successfully processed. Could be good. You know, you can basically like say how many size has been currently initialized with. That could be cool to see like a number below. So yeah, I don't need to have, oops. Initializing, done. Okay, let's see if that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Should be good. Alrighty, wow, AI is so smart. That's crazy. Hope that works. So what the data do is iterate first. Okay, first one done. All right, 5-minute break. On break time. What did you? Yeah, it did fly by. What did you work on? Or you could be researching for Age of Empires as well. I think it's funny, whenever I'm like playing a game, I probably watch more YouTube about the game and how to be good at it than a farm. A farm on Age of Empires? How is the weekend sale? Noob, how are the tariffs affecting the market? I felt like I had a theory that like people are just down bad this weekend. Fill the farm and 200 civilians to fight there. Hey, you're starting an uprising. 200 civilians? I'm just scared that the Nintendo Switch is gonna be really expensive, or the iPhone is gonna be more expensive. Like, I was like freaking out. I was like, man, everything, like clothes are gonna be a lot, or just like stuff you need to buy, any gadgets. It's good to have it now, I guess. So again, a little work setting at the events. I think that should be. Yeah, one of my friends, she's starting a clothing business right now, and she texted me that I think there's like a 60% tariff on the stuff that she's making coming from China. So she has to raise prices like 60-70% basically. So it's like just crazy, like a really concerning a lot, honestly. Wipe the current volumes database files and reinitialize them. The AI thinks that the file. What's E? Oh, because it has the entries here. So the batch, but when I pass the batch, it has the scanner entry. Okay. Okie dokie. That break is over. Let me get. Let's write down what we're going to work on next. So here I'm going to do this, and I need to figure out this file successfully thing. I need to pass it on when each file is updated. So that will be a little bit tricky, but then here, I think should be able to finish this all in 25 minutes. This probably can be done in the next 5 minutes. And then I need to create the UI to update it and show this stuff. So that'll probably take up the rest of the time. And then generate UI to reflect the current state, the state of the state. Okay, so we're gonna be working on the next one. Whatever you're working on next, just drop it in the chat and we'll get going. Oh, what I can do is actually, this could be a nice, this could be a nice check here. So, I see what's going on here is there's an issue where I pass in all the files, but that's not necessary. This didn't work. Let's get rid of that. Refresh doesn't really matter. I think I can just do this all at once. It's a really cheap call. This would save a lot of pain. Kind of slow to do that check, so they added this all into a set. So that's fine. So if this exists, and then I can delete this call here, and then just practice pass it no matter what. Okay, let's see that. Ooh, angry. I broke something. This is getting calm. Oops. All right, that looks good. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, this actually works, holy. Okay. That should be fine. This is a confusing ask for ChatGPT to look into, but maybe they can figure it out. Pretty sure adding files one by one is way slower than adding them in a batch. That's why I did it in a batch, because it's way faster. Yeah, batch inserting is way better. I guess I could just do it when, like, the insert is really fast. I can just do it here. File successfully processed. Yo, this could be the one that cooked. The one that cooked. This is way too many logs. Coding is so much significantly slower. This mounting logic would be better if I That isn't working. Oh, I got lost, man. I'm getting lost. I don't know why what I did broke this. I got really confused here, but I need to kind of write down what's going on. I think what's happening is I think this is probably undefined. There's an issue here. This exists. Interesting. That makes sense that it does exist. But it's not getting scanned for some reason. Okay, line 700. The status is idle. Probably that these are not processed. That would make the most sense. So source ID files process is not true. So the code that I wrote here is breaking for the source ID. This must be, oh, what's this? Dot set. Oh, let's fix that. Unique constraint failed. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, good. It's fixed last minute. Okay, we're done. Short break. Break time. What did you accomplish? What did everybody accomplish? Kind of need a little bit more break. I messed up. I got lost in the sauce. So I was trying to fix the process, the file processing. Oh, you're going for a hot girl walk? Okay, you get it. I see you. No. Today it's really cloudy outside. I need to go for a walk later for sure. But enjoy. You deserve it. Get the vitamin D. But yeah, this was a good, successful session. I think this is a good optimization, especially considering where. What? Snowing? Oh my God. Where are you in Canada? Ontario. Where is Ontario? Is that the east? Oh, it's in the middle. Oh my God, Ontario is ginormous. Ontario kind of looks like Italy. You see that? Look at that. Does this not look like Italy? No, it doesn't look like Italy at all. Low key looks like Africa. This is like maybe potentially just so stupid, like my take. Yeah, you see it? It kind of looks like Africa and Italy combined. Kind of. Am I cooking or nah? I'm not cooking. Let me get it like perfect. Oh, it does look like a drumstick. KFC fried chicken wing that looks like Ontario. I wonder if anybody's found it. Duck, are you thinking of using Linux? I know you're learning HTML and JavaScript right now, right? Did you end up getting VS Code working also? Yeah, I think if Linux is lit, if you like customize it, I'm sure I would like using it, but I don't know. I mean, using Linux is probably sick because then you can be like, everything is shipped in Linux, like everything that's deployed to AWS is pretty much all Linux, like 99.999%. So working in Linux every day is probably really good because like if you need to like SSH into a Linux box, you'll be like really familiar. But Mac's good. I just like Mac. Battery life on my computer is insane. It's like I could pretty much go a whole day without charging it. The CPU is really good. Yeah. What websites are you using that have it all laid out? Okay, nice. Break over. Just take a second. I need to freak. Code Chef. I never heard of Code Chef. Let me take a look at it. Oh yeah, that's cool. GitHub is useful, I guess. Yeah, I think having GitHub is good. Well, this is all my Genshin stuff. I'm gonna do some tidying up. That's a stupid search. Wow. I need to remove this folder. GitHub is a place for storing your code. It's actually, Git is the most important thing. GitHub is not as important. There's a lot of other providers, but one of the things you're gonna have to learn is Git. I think it's one of the most important things for your job or any coding stuff. Basically, what it is it's manual, like Google Docs. You know, when you save stuff on Google Docs, it'll like, let's see. Let me pull up a Google Docs, but not. Basically what it is it's Google Docs, but you manually save the stuff that you want to save. And it can be over many different types of Google Docs. Google Docs isn't working for me right now, so it's angry with me, not happy. Wow. Okay, I can't get onto Google. Oh, I don't have access to Google Docs for some reason. What the hell? Huh? It's so angry with me. Okay. I don't have access to Google Docs. That's weird. So, in like a, I don't know what, I don't think I have any. I don't know what this is. This is some stuff for work, I guess. Okay, never mind. That's not a good example. Okay, well. This is what GitHub actually is. Like if you go to, this is a, all right, let me show you what GitHub is. This is what GitHub is. This is an app that I built for my mother-in-law, for her to like click her to get yoga classes. So I built this like a couple weeks ago. Actually, I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. But essentially what GitHub is this stores my project. So you see how like I've been working on inside of VS Code or whatever. I have all my files inside of VS Code. But then what Git does is it allows me to basically write commits to this like ledger and specify what files I want at that certain state and time. So it keeps track of the state of your project and the specific files that you. Okay, it's like the files that are in that certain space. So like here, I made a commit on March 3 to 2025, and it has all of these files at that state and time. So this was like a very basic, just starting the code base. So I basically these are all new files being created. But then the next one is the next commit, like that's that certain state. So you can actually time travel back, like similar in in Google Docs, you'll have like version history, like like, oh, I did this on this date, but it saves everything on that Google Doc. Git is essentially like many Google Docs because each doc is like your code base. So here, this is like removing code. So you see like, using an external hard drive, you could, but it's basically like it's like a more clean version of saying like my file dot text and then my file to dot text. You know, like you have these different versions of your files as you update them. Like when you like save on your computer, it'll ask you to save as or save. the file. Essentially, what Git does is it converts this every single time you do .text. It converts like all these versions of myfile.txt on Git. So like this myfile.txt is all handled by Git. It doesn't use like these -3s or whatever that you manually would do. So you could literally do everything manually, but with Git, it makes it a lot easier. So like in this code here, like I have this bindings.ts file or whatever. This file, I changed line 7 and line 8 so that it has like more code that I'm gonna use, and I added these functions. So what Git does is it keeps track of bindings and all of these files and all of the changes. Everything is kept track by Git. And then it gets all saved into this thing called a Git hash, which is like a commit. So if I was to go into this code base, which I have on my computer actually right now, git status, and then tray dot. So I'm going to open this repo, increase the font size. So this is my latest code actually. So I actually have like a lot of shit here, right? Like this is clearly different than what you're seeing here in the code base. So this was done on March 6th. But I have like a lot more code that I created. But if I wanted to go back to this code, oh my God, when I'm streaming, it's so laggy. Git status. Update the. So here I'm just like saving the work that I had here into a commit. But what I can do is I can git check out this hash, and then this hash, I'm now like in like a state where I'm viewing the file. So if I go back to tray, you see the code is exactly the same now for this bindings.ts file. I'm gonna increase the font file, but you see how like this start mouse listener, stop mouse listener is exactly the same as what's defined here in the hash, which is like very, very convenient because like I can store all this stuff on the cloud for free or wherever I want to store it. Like GitHub is not the only place to store your Git stuff, but all of the history of my work I can go back to and then check it out from that exact event. Yeah, so like if I wanted to go back here, so this this state of like, oh, like I did all this stuff and then I commit the code. It's just a manual via, yeah, it's a really good organizer, exactly, yeah. It's really hard to be organized though, because it's easy to have these massive commits. Like right now, I unfortunately have a massive commit that's like 50,000 lines of code that I didn't commit and organize the files, but that's tricky, but at least I have Git. Yeah, but you can, Git is like pretty good to use. I think if you learn it, the earlier you learn it, the better it is. Via like using, but it doesn't really matter like knowing it that well. You just need to know like a couple commands and use ChatGPT for everything else basically. Git is actually so complicated that this app that I have right here is called Git Butler. It manages Git for me, and yeah, that's just so you can do everything, but it's like complicated kind of. Jeez, I'm in a really bad state because I have this. And the files, it's way too big to commit the code, so this thing keeps crashing. So I'm really regretting not pushing the code earlier. See, if you see here, it's 50,000 lines of code changed, but it's not code that I wrote. It's code that like the build tools downloaded. No, it doesn't have a limit at all, I think. Like, or the limit is really, really hard to reach. Um, but yeah, Git is pretty dope. I think it's status. I think it's like one of my favorite things about coding is like this way. Like Git is also like, if you ever get into crypto, Git is basically crypto. Like, it's kind of funny, but like the blockchain is literally just a bunch of hashes, and a Git is a bunch of different hashes. So, but anyways, let me move on to the next thing. I need to actually go do some work. No, GitHub allows you to store a Git. So a Git is, you can initialize Git in a repository. And a repository is any folder on your computer. So you can, depending on what you have, Windows, I think Git is only on Unix-based systems, so it's only Linux and Mac. But Windows does have Windows subsystem Linux. Like you can use Linux on Windows, so you will be able to get access to Git through that. Is Git on Windows? That's a good question. Yeah, Git's available on Windows, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, any access to Git, it would be locally on your computer, first and foremost, because it's a way to manage your files locally. But then GitHub, it basically what it would be like is if you had a folder full of like essays on your computer, right? And it's like essay 1, essay 2, essay 3, essay 4. And then you can manage the version history of all of the files locally. And then GitHub would be like Google Docs. And then you would upload your essays folder to Google Docs. And then GitHub is the Google Docs, and they store your files there. So that's like the cloud option. But locally, it's just its own thing. You can do everything in Git locally, but then if your computer gets like destroyed, just like if your essays would be gone, your Git repository would be gone, all your files would be gone, right? So we just upload our Git repositories to cloud just to back it up. It's like basically just a backup. And then whenever I go into a new computer or whatever, I can just like take that stuff from GitHub or the Google Docs, and then I bring that down and download that onto my computer, and then I can use that code on my other computer. So it's like a good way, like pretty much everybody in the industry uses Git, except for like some weird companies like Meta uses like their own thing, and I think Amazon does too. But that's how you contribute code together and you basically collaborate. But yeah, it's pretty really, really useful to use. Honestly, I think it'd be more useful just in general also, because it's like, it's just good to have like good organization. Yeah, like if this was like more common, like a common pattern, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, let's move on to the next site. Coding time. What are you working on next? Working time. Working session 3. So we're on working session 3. What are we working on next? What I'm working on next now is to get so I want to get the file processed working. This did not make it into here, so let's put this into session 4. And then here, I need to drag this down. Process new files. Okay. As each file gets read by the exif data, we can ignore the, maybe we can optimistically say that the file was successfully processed, and then the batching will happen later. Maybe we can potentially add a check to make sure the files are existing, but it's whatever. Okay, cool. We're gonna get started on the next session. Hope everyone has their thing that they want to do. Drop whatever you're working on next in the chat, and let's lock in. I can, for the life of me, I cannot find. I need to change the icon on this. I cannot find it. This repo, don't need it anymore. I don't need this open anymore. Okay, cool. So what we found is that the files now exist. This I need to comment out or comment in, so that's fine. The music stopped again. Oh, there's a loop button now. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I didn't realize this. So we have this existing path, begin volume initialization. If it's done, do that. So what I would do here is okay. Begin. This is such a big file. I should break this up. Files processed. This will be good to refactor as well. How many places use this? I'll just use that. Oh, it's a union of literals, yeah. Except all. So instead of scanning, I'm gonna have to do this up here. What did I write here? It's gonna be idle, initializing, done. I don't think initializing is a good word. Indexing. Oh, what is this? So far, this is a mix of the database. Whether the files are positive or not. Alrighty. Yeah, this scanning still can be done on the back end. Gotcha. Nice. All right, cool. Begin volume indexing. So checking. Okay, so that is not firing. So oh, it's not getting there. Interesting. Hmm. Well, this function is not getting called at all. Oh, brother. Ah, stupid failed to process shit. Where was I deleting this in the first place? I was making it stale. Boot up. Alright. Indexing. Takes a while, I guess. Okay, this is a breakthrough. We got this. Was this being used anywhere? I don't think so. I commented it out. Yeah, let's just get rid of this stuff here. We don't need that. Low key, maybe. Don't even need this. Okay, this. Alrighty. What does this say? It's saying add a question mark. Put the question mark in the bag, bro. Put the question mark in the little bag, bro. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. That's a good refactor. Cleaned up a lot of the code. Hopefully this still works. Oh, yuck. God, broke something too. Man, this refactor was not great. Okay, done with that run. Okay, I got lost in the sauce for a bit. Break time. What did you get done? Past 25 minutes. How's everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. What did everyone get done? Oh man, can't believe I got lost in the sauce again. It's okay. I got really lost in some Manzoni. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. About Electron? Oh, hold on, let me get the break timer started going. We'll do a five. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Electron is the framework that I'm using to build my app right now. So this is it's created by GitHub actually. Apps that are very popular that use Electron are actually VS Code, which we all are familiar with, that's built on Electron. Slack. Well, it's actually, oh wow, look, yeah, it's literally right here. It's on the web. Claude, I guess Claude is using Figma, Slack, stuff like that. Like, basically allows you to build a cross-platform desktop app using JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and Node. So a lot of people don't like it because it's heavy and it's not your lightweight at all, but the thing is, if you wrote a desktop app for Mac, Windows, and Linux, it would be insanely complicated, especially for a solo developer. Even for a team of developers, it'd be very, very difficult too. So a lot of companies use things like Electron to simplify a lot of things to build cross-platform apps, because it's just much easier that way. Because you can write in one unified language, use the same Node APIs across all platforms. What's WPF? WPF. What is WPF? Oh, this is .NET. Yeah, you don't need this at all. But it's interesting that VS Code is built with Electron, but it's also it's VS Code is built with Electron, but it's also written by Windows, and Windows writes .NET. So it's kind of funny, and Windows owns GitHub, which writes Electron. But yeah, that's Electron in a nutshell. I'm using it because these three things are the things I know best: JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. And everything else is too complicated to figure out, especially as a solo developer. But yeah, it'll be fun. Once this app gets going, if anybody wants to test the app once it's ready to be used, you can I don't know, send me an email or something, and I'll send you a license key for my stream watchers. You know, exclusive for the stream watchers. I'll give you a license key for free, and then you can help me test it out, and yeah, it'll be sick. I was thinking that it would be cool to have, I don't know, somewhere I could communicate with people off YouTube though. But I don't really like Instagram or any of the other stuff, but we'll just stick with this for now. But okay, one more minute. Did a good stream today. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing good. No, I actually didn't study CS in college. Pedro in the chat did though. Yeah, we could do Discord. Maybe I can start a Discord. I was mentioning that the other day. How do let me figure out how to do that. I'm like, honestly, like a boomer. I don't know anything on how to do. No, I am an idiot. I'm not a genius at all. I had a wavering 3.0 GPA in college. Let's see. Telegram? What's good about Telegram? That sounds interesting. I've never used Telegram. I only have an account, but I don't really use it. Yeah, I could try it. Telegram. How do you create a new? Chats. New group. What's it? Is it a channel? Oh, create a channel. We could try it, yeah. I just created one right now. Here's the. That's cool. Okay, let's get going on the next thing. So working session. If everyone's ready to lock in 25. Lock in time 25 minutes. What are you working on next? Okay, so this last time I got really lost in the sauce. Refactoring. I got really lost in the sauce, refactoring the file's processed status. It seems to have broken scanning because the correct transfer profile. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Actually, I'll do that right now before I get started. How do I add comments? Oh, you can do a live stream in this. I didn't realize. Channel settings. Appearance. Discussion. How do I do that? Is it a discussion? Create. Look, I am such a boomer. I honestly have no idea how to do a lot of stuff nowadays. All these new apps, I don't even know how to use Discord really. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later. I'll probably have to Google it. All right, let's get started. Everybody get your noggins a login, and we're gonna start pogging in 3, 2, 1, bam. Fix the tray. Can I make this bigger? Can't read this. If both are true, then this bug is such a bummer. They actually are correct. I have to figure out why this is getting says defined. Maybe it's just not mounting correctly. That could be totally the reason. Just trying to figure this out. Oh, so this is undefined, but we are getting a transfer profile. So this scan transfer profile. So this is not getting added in the right direction. Oh, it's literally was just that? Okay, great. Computer mad. But this is successfully. This is not looping, bro. So here, when we do the scan, the transfer profile is not getting initialized. That's not what I wanted, but it's okay. Oh, I need to check my scan transfer profile here. So what happens with this is if the state is that, then you scan, of course. Of course. Just debugging one by one little pieces just to make sure that we have everything working correctly. Oh, weird that it's working. Oh, because it's working in the background. Okay, yep, that works. Perfect. Alrighty. Now we can get into the meat and potatoes of the thing. Okay, so that is working. This indexing is working, but I want to have it also, I only need to index the files that are coming in. There's no point to show the stuff from the destination, so let's chill. Okay, so now we can add some like file progress stuff. Oh, this will be such a cool feature. Like, what do you guys think about while this is indexing, it'll tell you what file it's indexing. Because I'm going to, it'll like basically show how many have been going. Like I can start and stop the progress of each file being indexing. And then, could be cool. But that could be like a nice to have, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Let's try this first. What? I don't want this in this component, bro. Reject that. I need that here. This is some advanced JS. Active, so we'll have a check. So if active source, bang active source, if the active source is processing what is this saying? Why is it potentially not existing? Main content. We're getting to the meat and potatoes. This will be cool once this gets working. The amount of files you process is going to be that. The total size. I think what I'll change this is total size. the file when it comes out. I think we're already doing that. Okay, so we will inside here, process files. Okay, cool. OBS, man, so sus. Okay. And indexing. So you got to handle this here. Need to pass the volume ID also. Processing. Let's fix that with AI. We're cutting it to the wire of this session, but I think we should be able to get something working that will look cool. Oh, but that doesn't work, so. Oh, it's happy, it's happy. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's refresh this. Oh my god, it's working. Are you guys seeing this? How does it go so fast for some of them? Wow. It kind of looks weird that it like, No, that looks so ugly. It's gonna be. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is so angy. I already do. Nice. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Wow, this is a shitload of data. 18 gigabytes, 1,200. Does that even make sense? Oh yeah, so, wow, good thing we test these things. So, in file.ts. think you'll probably need to pre-calculate it first. Yeah. That's not the correct amount of files. Is it? Oh, shoot, the timer ended. I didn't even notice. So locked in. Hello, okay. Alrighty, let's say what. Sorry, everybody, I was lost track. Break time. What did you get done? All right. Let me see. Need to open Notion. So what I got done was I got the transfer profile status fixed and now it is working, and the files loading is now working as well. So maybe, okay, cool. Everything seems to be good. Oh, welcome back, Manzoni. Oh, you're on your Zane account. I'm gonna be streaming for another hour or so. I might stream some Genshin after this, because I might stream Genshin for a bit, but I don't really know how to start and stop the stream, because if I wanted to stream on my computer, I'd have to stop the stream and start it again. But it would be nice if I could just continue from wherever I was right now. But it is what it is. I actually heard that I play this game called Wuthering Waves. I heard that they just added it to the App Store, so maybe I could play Wuthering Waves on the Mac. Oh my god, it's on Mac now. Holy crap. That's crazy. I'm gonna download it right now. I can play it. Yeah, I'm a bit of a gamer. These gacha games stole my life for the past year. I never got into gacha games, but now I'm into them, I guess. How big is this app? $44 gigs, oh my god. Red Dead 1? Wait, was Red Dead not on PC before? Is it cheap? $50? Wait, it's such a. Isn't this game super old? Oh man. I need to get a Windows subsystem working on my computer, because then I can start coding on my PC instead of coding on my Mac. My Mac is much more comfortable. It's just this is so laggy. 15 years, wow. I can never really get into those games. I don't know why. I couldn't even finish Breath of the Wild on Switch. It has to have that like really intense grindy aspect to it for me to get super addicted to it. I used to play a lot of MapleStory when I was a kid. That really scratched the itch. Right now Genshin is scratching that itch for me. Wow. Actually, I'm gonna download this later. It's gonna kill my is this stream quality getting affected at all when I download the game? Looks like it's fine. Okay, that's chill. How do you bootleg all the games? Okay, I am going to get my next ISO file. Dang. Oh, are you really good at chess? I'm horrible at chess. My brother-in-law beats me every single time. I don't even know what rating I am. We could do chess. Maybe we could do chess tomorrow or after this. I don't know how do you do chess? Like chess.com? We could do this. I'm really bad at chess though. I hate losing. Wait, is it chess.com? Is 1300 high? I think I'm like literally like noob. Like I just know how the pieces move, and you move one of these pieces first. I think my brother-in-law is really good. I don't know what rating he is though, but he beats me every time. I've never been able to beat him once. Okay. What Zane, what have you been working on learning more JavaScript over the weekend? Duck D's is also learning JavaScript right now as well. Oh, you like Webpack? What have you been learning German? Like what's Well, you don't love German? Oh, you don't love Webpack. I think you should really check out Vite. Now that you learned Webpack a little bit, you should check out Vite. This is being chillin'. This is very, very good compared to Webpack. I don't like Webpack at all. Vite is very chill. I use Vite in in the app that I'm building right now as well. Wait, Duck, you said, what are you, are you studying, I forgot, you're studying, what are you studying in college? I think both of y'all are 20, if I remember. I forgot. Oh, I see. I forgot, sorry about that. You're having deep conversations with Gemini? That's cool. I feel like the AI is pretty good to talk to for sure. I've heard that people are really into character.ai, like it's like pretty addicting or something like that. Okay, coding times. Back to work. Lock in 25 minutes. Okay, let me write down what I'm gonna work on. Yeah. Duck said that he's getting a lot of dopamine from playing, instead of playing video games, he's getting a lot of dopamine from, or they're getting a lot of dopamine from coding, I think. Let me, oops. How do I bring this back up? Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is now that the loading is working, loading indicator, now that the loading indicator is working, we can go in and build a reinitialize button. This will trigger a dump of all the files, and loaded file, and then reprocess them. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get started. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Pog on. I cannot find this. Every single time I cannot find this. Begin volume indexing. So I have the indexing working. So what I will need to do is add the button for the reinitialize. So I have to delete here. Oh wait, files table.delete. inside this procedure, 246, parse object schema, and we will need to add another reindex. Hope that's chill. Oh, we're scanning. Okay, that looks like it works. So what I would need to do is, in our sidebar, I'll create a new reinitialize button. React icons. Give me examples of buttons that ugly. Just look at the icons. This is so bad. Wow. Just finding a little icon is this annoying. I'll just freaking create a button that says reload. so laggy. Okay, that works. Okay, and then on click. there's something wrong with the situation. I just gotta read and make a new thing completely. Dang. Oh, it always gets more cooked. I need to actually rewrite this code a lot. Okay, we are done with this session. Let me stop the timer. Okay. Break time. What did you get done? What did y'all get done during this time? Results. I realized that the got the reinitialize button working, but it's not able to force a rescan in the UI. We need to separate the concerns where we can basically what I got done was like this button works and it probably does the thing, but it doesn't show up on the UI that it's doing that thing. So probably need to like reset everything and like just I need to like have something that deletes all the stuff from the database. It deletes all the files and then call that and do a function that does all that stuff at once and then recall all the scan transfer profiles manually instead of automatically. Yep, that's what I gotta do in the next one. I can basically Yo, what's up? I think I only got one more left in me and then I'm gonna have to I'll just chill after that. Wuthering Waves still installing. All right, I'm gonna stop thinking for a bit, 5-minute break. Like, no worries about what? What are you guys talking about? Any machine learning? No, I never did any machine learning. Oh, I have like a gimbal camera, so it's like tracking my face. I was using my other camera that I used to like shoot YouTube videos, but it overheated, so I don't think it's very good for streaming. So I switched to this other camera. It's like a small one. Yeah. What'd you guys do over the weekend? What was What have you been working on? What have you been doing? Oh my god, Win XP. Holy duck. You should, yeah, actually, you asked about Linux earlier. You should put Linux on that computer. I know you just got it up and running, but if you can get Linux set up on it, that computer is gonna feel brand new. You're fully into Age of Empires. Is Age of Empires that game? There was this guy, he was like super good at like a super old one. But Linux YouTube doesn't work with Wi-Fi Bluetooth. Oh yeah, Linux is literally crazy. That's cursed. What do you use as your main PC? Oh, Zane, do you use Linux? Maybe I can look into Linux too. Yeah, I know. I was like, Linux, that's exactly the... Oh, nice. Yeah, Linux, Windows, dual boot, definitely clutch. Do you know about Windows Subsystem Linux, WSL? This is like you can run Linux on Windows and use the terminal and stuff just like Unix. This is clutch, but I don't know how to do it on my computer. Maybe I should look into figuring this out so that I can start coding on my desktop and streaming, because the stream will be like way higher quality. Yeah, you can pretty much do all web development on the VS Code. Like, there's like VS Code on GitHub or something. You can run VS Code literally on the internet. Internet. And then you would never need to even use anything locally. That would be like the Google Docs thing that I was telling you earlier about Duck. All right. Let me transition to last coding session, last lock in for the stream. What are you planning? What's practical, the VS Code on GitHub or the Windows subsystem Linux? Oh, I think it's okay. I think you could get away with it. Yeah, me too. I think eventually a project that I want to work on is building a server that can host all of my stuff on it. And then I would deploy it somewhere. But I'm really far away from doing that right now. But it's a pipe dream to have like a sick NAS that like hosts all my shit on it. Yeah, if you're like okay with using VS like Google Docs and like stuff like that, I don't see why VS Code on GitHub or whatever would be that bad. But I'm going to lock in this last session, so let's just get a nice chill sesh and then bada bing bada boom. I'm gonna take it easy, no pressure to get anything done, but I'll do my best. Oh shit, you guys wrote a lot. Oh, making a Telegram bot with Python would be sick. You will learn a lot. I think that could be your main thing, not even a side thing, and you would learn a lot. Building something is like the best way to learn. If this works. This is scanned. Oh, this is not asynchronous. That's tough. I don't really know much about cybersecurity. I've never had to work with anyone from the cybersecurity team on any of the companies I've worked at. I feel like it's pretty impossible to get hacked unless you're doing like with like modern stuff. But if you want everything to be offline, Electron, building a desktop app is a good way to do that. My app is completely offline, except when it checks the license key, because I don't know how to implement that. Oh, that's so annoying. Why is this thing not, why is it not synchronous? Oh, what you can do is like this. Interesting. Optional callback. Alright. Okay. That's not the issue though. Somehow. Oh, what? It just works now? What the heck? Okay. Makes no sense at all, but we take those, I guess. Oh, the indexing is working, yes. It's re-indexing. Perfect. Amazing. And then it's also scanning simultaneously. Let's go. Huge. Seems to be lagging. Laggy AF. Perfect. Okay. The lag I can figure out next time. Let me just get all this code in first. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done for the day. That was a lot of good work. I think I got six sessions done. That's pretty good. Really good work. Like some solid 3 hours of work. Let me check if Wuthering Waves is not downloading. Oh, it is. Wow, I can't believe it's on Mac now. Oh, wait, what the F? It's literally just opened like just like that? Oh. Wait, that's crazy. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. I gotta kill the game. Alrighty though. If anyone's still there, thanks for hanging out. I think I'm gonna log off unless people want to chill, ask some questions or something. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna take a break because I'm quite tired from streaming. But I might come back to stream Genshin. If anyone's interested, I just will be playing video games and chilling. Wow, we have 5 people? That's crazy. I really want to get this re-indexing working. Okay. Bye everybody. I'm gonna log out. Keep the poggin. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna stream exactly at the same time tomorrow. 1:30 PST. I'm gonna make a thumbnail and get it ready, and then we'll get some good work done. Hope everyone was productive, and see you tomorrow.